On an early December morning, I set out on an adventure. I wanted to test whether or not I could manage a cold and wet weekend on the Greenbrier Rail Trail. I'd be shuttled to the north end of the trail with my bike, and that bike would be my way home. This is my story.
Hello again. I am Bane, and I'm on an adventure. Another attempt at bike packing in the cold. On this trip, I'm on the Greenbrier River Trail. This is a gorgeous trail. This is easily one of the top trails in the States. It looks like the river is up, and that's going to be neat. I've started off this morning in Cass, West Virginia, and I'll be making my way down to Caldwell, West Virginia, the southern end of the trail. It is quite cold. I hung out in Cass for over an hour. The sun's come up. The frost hasn't quite melted off yet. The Greenbrier River Trail, originally a rail line, ran by the Chesapeake and Ohio Rail Company, converted to a rail trail around 1980. It's 77 miles long. Often confuses people because the start of the trail is at mile 3 and it goes to mile 80 or 81 is the northern terminus. The mile markers are the original mile markers from the rail line and not from the rail trail. left my house this morning around 3:30, and for the life of me, my memory sucks. I can't remember his name. I'll get it. But the fella from Appalachian Sport met me in Caldwell and gave me a ride to Cass. The Greenbrier was actually the very first trail that I did when I started bike packing. I did it last year in the end of May, and I liked it a lot, obviously, and it has consumed most of my free time now. Bike packing, that is, bike touring, not necessarily the Greenbrier. Earlier this year in February, I believe, I made a second attempt to bike the Greenbrier, but I was staying in a hotel in Marlington. I started in Caldwell, biked to Marlington, but I couldn't quite get to Cass because the next day it snowed and I was still on the skinny tires of my other bike. I made it within 5 miles of Cass and had to turn around. It was just snowing too much, and there was too much on the ground for me to try to get through. It is quite cold. It's currently 26 degrees, but I've already peeled off my puffy jacket. I am trying to test new stuff out. I'm currently testing out a new pair of cycling pants, and you guys probably don't know this, but I've never had cycling pants. I have been wearing bike shorts the entire time. I have some leggings, cyclist leggings that go up over the knees, and then I've just been putting rain pants on over top of that. And that's all I've had so far. So I'm testing out some stuff, trying to get used to these temperatures. I'm gonna get some riding in. I'm cold. Clover Lick is mile 71. I am slowly moving along. I spend a lot of time stopping to film. Marlington is coming up around mile 56. It is the only place this time of year where there's any kind of amenities. It's also the only place with cell service on the entire trail until you get to Caldwell on the south section. Siebert, I believe, is around mile 51, and there's a store there, but it's seasonal and they won't be open. Also, as far as I'm aware of, any water pumps on the trail at the campsites will be locked during the winter. Just a tidbit of info. For anyone doing the trail or who wants to do the trail and only wants to go from end to end and not out and back again, it is a railroad grade, but going north to south flows downriver, and there's a slight elevation drop going from the north to the south. And that's the way you want to go, unless you like pedaling more. I get requests about more video at camp, but I don't do a lot at camp. But I hope to get to camp with some daylight left, and I'll try to film more of my camp and discuss the food that I'm eating or the stuff that I bring with me to eat. But I get that question a lot. If you haven't, and you're watching, you should like and subscribe and follow along on all my adventures. They say it's quality content, or maybe it's just me that says it. Feed my ego, hit the like button and subscribe. On we go. supposed to be playing dead. Later, dude. Through the Marlington area, the trail surface is asphalt, bridge. Other than that, the entire trail is crushed stone, and it's well maintained, but this time of year, some of it can be soft. Definitely noticeable. So the ground's been frozen. The sun's hit some of it and thawed it out, and that makes it soft. I am so slow. I probably got started at 9:30. It's 2:30. I'm about halfway. Just over halfway. There is a campsite around mile 33 and around mile 28. So I got 23 miles to get to the campsite. There's a car on the trail. This better be a state. Yep. Hello. As I was saying, it's a well-maintained trail. I can only assume they're scouting the trail for debris. I don't know. Anyways, at a bare minimum, it's mile 33, which is 23 miles. And if I take the same amount of time to get there as I did here, we're talking 7:30, 5 hours or so. And it'll be dark well before then. So it's not that far, and I got time. I could probably get there before it gets dark. But videoing takes a lot of time. So far, things are working well. I really like these pants. I don't remember the name of them, but I'll list them. They're cheap. I mean, they're cheap for bike pants. They're on the cheap end. I'll list it up when I make the video. In the next couple weeks, I'll be doing a video on the clothes that I'm wearing out here. I've had some requests. I like requests, so keep them coming. I appreciate it. Like, obviously, someone's paying attention and interested. And I'm fairly new to this, but if I can help, that's cool. Let's see. Mile 33 is the campsite. 28 is the next campsite. Somewhere in between 33 and 28 is Droop Mountain Tunnel. I'd be tempted to push on to mile 28 even after dark, but I want to film the tunnel, but it'll be dark then, probably. So I might stop at 33. Part of the issue is when you stop at dark, you're at camp before 6 o'clock, or certainly by 6. And then there's nothing to do. My last trip, I was in my hammock for 13 hours. But it's too cold to sit there. And the hammock's pretty warm. Anyways, that's it for now. I gotta get some pedaling in, get some distance under these tires. On we go. It is 4 o'clock. The sun is setting behind the mountain ridge now. It varies. As you go around some of the bends, the sun pops back out. But I'm pretty sure sunset's at 5 o'clock either way. I got maybe an hour of daylight left. And 11 or 12 miles to the first camp I'm willing to stop at. Pretty tired. I'm pushing almost 40 miles, which is the furthest I've biked on this mountain bike, and the furthest I've biked in December. So here's my slight dilemma. It's probably gonna rain tomorrow. So the more I knock out today, the less I'm doing in the rain tomorrow. So if I can push out another 5 miles, that puts me doing 25 miles tomorrow instead of 30. I don't know if it even matters. Probably gonna be some type 2 fun tomorrow. What? You haven't been watching my content and you don't know what type 2 fun is? Type 2 fun is when you're doing something that's difficult and strenuous, uncomfortable. You don't really like it. But then when you're done, you have a feeling of accomplishment and fond memories. Type 2 fun. A little joke, or what I thought was funny. My mom asked me what I was doing yesterday. Told her I was going out biking. And she said, well, have fun. To which I replied, yeah, I'm going to have fun. probably some type 2 fun as well. And she said, are you going to be eating a lot of sweets? And I realized she thought I meant type 2 diabetes. So I had to explain to her what type 2 fun was. And she says she watches my content. My mama might be lying to me about watching my content. Let me find out. She's been lying my whole life about me being handsome. That's quality content right there. On we go. 44. You know, I swear I thought I passed 44 already. The beautiful Greenbrier River. Some of y'all ask me what it is I bring for food. This is what it looks like. So I had instant potatoes and pulled pork that comes in a foil pack. This is oatmeal. There's some other stuff in here. This is rolled oats, uncut rolled oats, not instant oatmeal. There is some brown sugar in here and cinnamon. There are hemp seeds, which is high in protein and healthy fats, and some pecans. These are this is just hemp seeds. This is 3 tablespoons of hemp seeds. Each one of these little packs is 10 grams of protein. Hard to get protein out here. I got some mixed nuts. These are all individually wrapped. It's about 40 grams each one, so each little pack's over 200 calories. I got a Reese Puff bar. Any cereal bar really is just sugar. I got some fruit snacks. I got these breakfast bars. They have 10 grams of protein in them as well. They're kind of like a real dry Fig Newton. I also have Uncrustables. All right, these are Uncrustables. These are just peanut butter and jelly sandwiches that come frozen. They don't have crust on them, which doesn't bother me, but it's not why I get them. I get them because they are sealed. Like, not only is the package sealed, but the bread's sealed. So you can see, like, maybe you can see. If you're not familiar with Uncrustables, there's no peanut butter and jelly all leaking out. And these are 210 calories. They come frozen. You can actually eat them frozen. And the reason I got them is normally I bring peanut butter and tortilla wraps, and I was afraid the peanut butter would freeze or get hard and be hard to spread and be hard to eat, like it's dry. And to be honest, I've been having trouble eating my peanut butter wraps. They've just been too dry. The last time I made sandwiches and brought them, but it was messy because the peanut butter and jelly leaked into the bags they were in. But these are individually sealed, and the sandwiches are sealed. They're expensive. It's like $1 a piece or something, like 10 bucks for a box of 10. But I mean, that's $2 for lunch out here. Jesus, that's expensive. I'm cheap anyways. Well, it says it's 30 degrees. I thought it felt fairly warm. All right, I'm signing off for the night. and I will be back with y'all in the morning.
It is raining. I'm gonna try to get my hammock and my stuff packed up. There's a shelter in the camp on the other side of camp. So I'm gonna get packed up and run over there to eat and change.
Good morning, kind of. Well, I am up and moving. I didn't video anything really packing up because it's raining. Kind of raining when I woke up and changed to sleet, and now it's trying to change to snow. I think it's like 33 degrees. And the worst thing is when it's cold and raining, the snow's not nearly as bad as the rain. This camera I'm using is not waterproof, so I'm not sure how much I'll video today. I camped at around mile 33. Between 33 and 34. The trail ends at mile 3. So I got about 31 miles to hit today. It would be pretty good if the ground was frozen. Or if it stays frozen. You roll pretty good on the crushed stone when it's frozen, but when it thaws, it gets squishy. Alright, I'm gonna jump off here and try to make it back to the car. We're gonna get some type 2 fun today. Like and subscribe, follow along. You're 76.
Yeah.
And you hike Mount Elbert at 70.
Yeah.
So the thing I like to say is we don't quit playing because we got old. We get old because we quit playing.
You got it.
We're at least 2 miles from the end of the trail. You guys hiked out here?
Yeah, we hiked the 2 parking lots at the end of the trail. We just built a new parking lot last year, and it's about a mile and a half from here.
So how far y'all hiked out here today?
We're just going to do about 2.5, 3 miles today because of the rain.
76. It's raining. It's probably maybe 35 degrees.
Yeah, something like that.
You guys are out here hiking in the rain. You guys are awesome.
That is it for the Greenbrier. So I started off yesterday. It was in the low 20s when I took off, and I expected some type 2 fun, but honestly I felt pretty good yesterday. Started in Cass and made it down to the campsite that's around mile 34, between 34 and 33. Camped last night. I thought about going to mile 28 because I knew it was going to rain today, but by the time I got to camp, I was exhausted. I don't know if it's just the cold weather, maybe I didn't eat enough. It's a learning process. I haven't done this in the cold. I did at least 40 miles yesterday, which is the longest that I've biked on this mountain bike. Other than the last few miles, I felt fine. I mean, the last few miles last night, I was wore out. Today, it was raining when I got up. It was a mix of rain and sleet and snow. It wasn't horrible crawling out of camp, but almost all day today was miserable. It was in the 30s, so not as cold as yesterday, but it was damp and I was miserable. It was definitely some type 2 fun. I don't want to blab too much. I don't know. Everything worked. I had some little battery operated hand warmers that kept my batteries warm. They still died quicker than they should have, but they stayed warm and I was able to charge them. On my last trip, I couldn't charge my batteries once they died, and like I actually got a warning on my camera saying it was too cold to charge. That's an issue that I was aware of, but I kept the batteries warm enough to charge with these battery operated hand warmers. I got new pants and they seemed okay. They was awesome yesterday, just awesome. In the rain today, I don't know if the moisture got in or if I was building up moisture myself from sweat. They felt a little damp. It was okay though. Alright, I'm blabbing too much. That's it. If you're still watching, like and subscribe, follow along. If you got questions, ask, comment, and I will see you on my next adventure. What's better than one caboose? 2 cabooses. This is some quality content. Like and subscribe.